Hello everyone and welcome to your Saturday Evening Post Week in Review. I am Chris Wakefield. I am the marketing manager for the Saturday Evening Post.
I'm Nicholas Gilmore. I'm a staff writer at the Post.
I'm Jeff Nielsen, archivist and historian at times for the Post.
Don't forget, before we start, I want to let you know you can subscribe to the Saturday Evening Post. A one-year subscription is only $15. That gets you 6 new issues of the Saturday Evening Post and so much more. You can learn more at SaturdayEveningPost.com/subscribe. First thing I want to talk about, I know Nick and I may not know much about MTV and rap, but Jeff, you do, right?
I think that's his
I know
specialty.
even less.
So recently, Troy, who's usually in this seat, but he's not here this week, wrote a piece about the anniversary of Yo MTV Raps on MTV. Any input on this?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like this program was pretty instrumental in introducing hip-hop to a larger audience in America and making it really what it was in the 90s and early 2000s and still today. Obviously, hip-hop has changed, but, it was around in the 80s, and I think that from reading Troy's piece, it seems like a lot of people didn't understand exactly how popular it was in real time and, in the real world.
They kind of took it out of the urban centers of like Chicago and New York and took it, of course, across the country on MTV, and you saw all new sets of people and demographics exposed to hip-hop at the time in the early 90s.
And I think we can still see the reverberations culturally, with a lot of the discussions that are had about race nowadays that can be traced back to, cultural moments like that.
Right. And I'm sure, I don't know if that was their intent to do that with the program. They were probably just filling a need with the audience.
I think there was a lot of pressure.
Right. Yeah, and it launched groups, some of Jeff's favorite groups, NWA, Dr. Dre, right? Tupac.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Oh my gosh. This is worth it. This is so worth it. All right. Speaking of Jeff, a piece you wrote this week was a retrospective looking back at the career of Hollywood, can we call her a gossip artist, Hedda Hopper?
Yeah.
Who was she? What did she do?
She was a nasty piece of work. She was a gossip columnist in Hollywood, and she gained a lot of dirt on a lot of people, and she would spread it around. Because if you didn't come to her first and tell her your story, she ruined a lot of careers. And then she got into politics, and she started ruining careers of people that she thought were communistic. And when she was gone, nobody really missed her, I guess. But she had 3.5 million people who read her faithfully every day. So it's not just on the web that we see trashy journalism. It has a long and honorable history.
So you had to go to Hedda Hopper with information. It was in exchange. Like, if you don't run this piece about me, I'll give you this.
That's right. If you had to go to her first. If you had to announce a new movie, you went to her first. If not, she would come up with something salacious about you.
Okay.
That's how I work.
That's not how Nick works. Truth in advertising. It's not what we do at the Saturday Evening Post. Now it's time for my favorite segment of the week. Don't Add Me. Things that are kind of getting on your nerves, grinding your gears. A rant you might have. Nick, what is your Don't At Me for this week?
Well, yeah, I've been thinking about, a lot of people look forward to the weekend. I think maybe this kind of starts in college with like a Thirsty Thursday, and everyone wants to go out on Thursday and drink a lot because I guess kind of Thursday is the new weekend, but it's really not. Like, you still have to go into work on Friday.
Right, if you're responsible.
Friday still exists. There isn't a 3-day weekend. I don't know where this came from, but Thursday is still a weeknight. It's a school night.
Do you think it started from bars, and not to disparage our wonderful host here at Metazoa Brewing, from certain bars, especially in college towns, who started running Thirsty Thursday specials, where you can get the $1.50 drafts and the, $2 U college type of thing?
It's got to be a scam.
I don't participate in it because I have to go to work on Friday. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, it's Thursday's not a weekend, and neither is Friday, so...
You haven't heard of Wet Wednesdays?
No, I have not. I don't want to. Jeff, what is getting on your nerves this week? What's your Don't Add Me?
No problem. When I say thank you, don't tell me no problem. You're a servant. You're helping me in the store. I say thank you. You say you're welcome. You don't say no problem. It's not a problem. It's your job. Okay? Just say you're welcome. Try it after me. You're welcome. Otherwise, I'm fine.
How have we not had Jeff on
I
earlier?
was just talking to somebody about this earlier. I say no problemo. How's that?
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's, well,
Okay. So
you're right.
lots of things to complain about this week. If you want to follow us on social media, you can do so at Saturday Evening Post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place. Of course, we're online at SaturdayEveningPost.com. And once again, you can get a 1-year subscription to the Saturday Evening Post for only $15. That gets you 6 new issues of the Saturday Evening Post and so much more. You can learn more at SaturdayEveningPost.com/subscribe. Nick, where can we find you on social media?
I am on Twitter at Darwin Jr. with a Y.
I know the answer, but I want to ask anyways. Are you on social media, Jeff?
What's social media?
And you can follow us at Saturday Post. You can follow me at Wakefield Report. That's it this week from Metazoa Brewing. We will see you all next week.